got a lot going on today, ton of shoots, need to do my makeup, get on my computer, answer a bunch of emails. I have a couple calls, I have a therapist appointment, and I also have an appointment with a naturopathic doctor. So lots going on. Just getting ready for the day, gonna take you along on a little bit of my morning routine. Today's video is sponsored by both Neutrogena and Listerine. I have a couple favorite products that I've been using both day and night, and you can buy both of them on Amazon. The first cream that I've been using is this Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Regenerating Cream with retinol. I got the fragrance-free version. That's just what my dermatologist recommended for my skin. I have very sensitive skin. If you followed along with my pregnancy, you might remember that I cut out all retinol skin products during my pregnancy as per my OBGYN's guidance. I also cut out the retinol products throughout my breastfeeding journey. As soon as I was done breastfeeding and my hormones were kind of getting acclimated in my body, I went back to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist said it's now time to add a retinol back in, and this Neutrogena cream is the one that they recommended for me. For people who keep hearing the term retinol thrown out by skincare people, but you just don't know what retinol is, it's a form of vitamin A, so it just kind of complements your body's natural skin renewal process. I just find that it helps my skin look more glowy, like a lot more life is in my skin. I also find that it evens out uneven skin tone. Personally, I saw results after using this cream for just 1 week, so that's how powerful it is. So I just washed my face, I went through my very simple morning skincare routine, and now I'm gonna put a pearl-sized amount of this all over my face and neck. I honestly just take it from the cap because I use such a small amount. That is what it looks like on my finger, and this lasts so long because I use so little of it. And of course, I follow this up every single morning with sunscreen. I do have very sensitive skin. If I feel like my skin is irritated and I don't want to use it, I might just use this retinol cream once a day, or I might just skip it and use it every other day. But so far, my skin has been tolerating it really well. They also have an eye cream. This one I only use at night, but it also has retinol. This is also the fragrance-free one. I just put a small amount around my eyes. My under eyes, especially in the wintertime, are the driest part of my face, so I like to just keep that area very hydrated. It also reduces puffiness. Love the eye cream. Quickly putting on my sunscreen. Okay, now the other favorite product that I've been using morning and night as well is the Listerine Fresh Burst. You can see I'm almost halfway through this bottle. This kills 99.9% of the germs in your mouth that cause bad breath and early gum disease. Plus, the formula is 99% naturally derived. It's made with 4 essential oils. Smells amazing. And I've just made this 30-second swishing session a part of my morning and nighttime routine. Ready? Especially during the busy holiday season, things get really crazy. I get so busy with work. I have so many events, family activities, a lot of action that causes me to not have a lot of time to prioritize my self-care. And so a lot of my other activities and ways that I care for myself tend to fall by the wayside. But at least with the addition of these 2 things into my routine, I know that I am doing some good things for 2 very important parts of my body, my oral health and the skin on my face. You can get both of them on Amazon. I'm gonna link these exact products for you below. All right, let's go put my makeup on and start my day. Super Serum Skin Tint. I'll also link these makeup products for you down below if you're curious what I'm using in this video. I got a new brow gel recently. Sorry, I have to look at myself in the viewfinder to do this, otherwise I'll be missing my brow. I probably should have done this after my bronzer and blush, but can't win them all. A little bronzer. Giving your skin a little bronze goes a long way. A little blush. Get it off my chest. Get it off my desk. So I went to this event in New York and this guy did my makeup. And when he got to my eyebrows, he did something to them that I guess I've seen it in magazines, but I've never seen it done in real life. And I've definitely never done it to myself. But basically he took the brow gel. I'm gonna show you. He took the brow gel and he went like this to the front. You see what I'm doing there? And I was like, oh man, you're making my brows really messy. But he said that I have good brows and that's the style. What do we think of this, guys? Because now that I did it with gel, it's kind of stuck in this formation, and I guess I could take this spoolie and like brush it out a little because I don't want it to be super jelly. I feel like I got mascara or something on my eye, did I not? I don't know what's going on. Okay. I don't like when my eyebrows are like crunchy, like hair that has a lot of gel in it. So I like to always brush out the gel with this thing, but apparently the bushy, like really brushed up tall brows are a thing and are very in. I really like my hair the day after a blow dry because it's no longer staticky from the blow dry, but it still holds the shape. And it just kind of looks more effortless. Like you saw, I just pulled it out of a bun. I just woke up like this, and this is how it looks. As I told you, busy day ahead. Just got a lot happening before the holidays really kick into high gear. So let's go do our work. Hi, we're in a coffee shop, and the fun is I'm talking to YouTube, and this is like what everyone envisions life in New York to be. Sitting in a coffee shop, a large loud truck right outside the window, letting out exhaust and fumes so that it's really hard to do your work. But here we are, editing videos, brainstorming career visions, and we just came up with a really fun new YouTube series that we're gonna launch just for you guys. Cannot wait. It's gonna be amazing. You see how loud it is out there when someone comes in? We can barely hear ourselves think. This Wi-Fi sucks. That's why I'm going back onto my hotspot. This sucks. Okay, anyway, talk to you later. I decided to turn my phone on and record a little vlog on the floor because this is what I'm doing after dinner, wiping down this mat that we put under Milo's high chair. And as I was wiping it down, I was thinking, I feel like people don't really see this part of motherhood, and I feel like they should, because I don't want to give anyone the impression that Milo doesn't make a mess or that I don't have to do this shit, because I sure as hell do. All done. All done. Today happens to be a very bright and sunny day. I can barely see in the kitchen this morning, but it has been getting darker and dingier. It's been like, oh God. It has been getting darker, and like as winter is coming, it's getting to a point where it gets dark a little earlier and it's even dark in the morning. And so I recently took out my SAD lamp. SAD standing for seasonal affective disorder or seasonal depression. It is a happy light from a company called Verilux, and you plug it in and you like sit a couple feet away from it for a little bit of time in your day, and it supposedly mimics the sun and gives you the same type of feeling that you would get from sitting in the sun. And it's really good for people that live in climates where it's dark a lot of the time or it gets dark really early, and if your mood is affected by that. In full transparency, I have not really used it regularly at this time of year, but this year I plan on doing it. Like, I had it for the past couple of winters and I didn't actually use it the way it's meant to be used, and I actually think the place I'm gonna put it is in my bathroom. I find that when I wake up in the morning, I go into the bathroom as my first step of the day, and our bathroom has no windows and it's very yellow. Like, the lighting in there is just very yellow, so I think I'm gonna set it up so I can switch it on as I'm brushing my teeth and washing my face and doing my skincare routine, and that's like a dedicated amount of time that I will be in that spot, and that's a perfect time of day to get that kind of sunlight. This is also a perfect spot to get sunlight if it is sunny, as today is. I'll just be basking in this spot while I make my avocado toast and pour my coffee, and that's my plan. And he's waking up from the nap. All right, I'm gonna go get him. Quinoa? Good lunch? Good coffee. Do you want some water? Slowly, okay? Not too much at once. I'm just putting together a little leftovers lunch. I have some black rice here that I made for dinner a few nights ago. I have some leftover chicken, and then I have some of this roasted cauliflower that Michael's mom brought us. Really delicious and buttery roasted cauliflower. And I'm gonna cover this, put it in the microwave, call it a lunch. I know I've spoken of this sauce before on my YouTube channel, but soy vey, gluten-free, best marinade, best sauce. I put it on everything. I've also been on a bit of a cottage cheese kick. Very hit or miss for me. Sometimes I'm highly uninterested in cottage cheese. Other times I'm craving it all day, every day, and I'm kind of craving it right now. I really like this brand. And the blueberry is surprisingly delicious. So I'll be having this with lunch kind of as my dessert. After the whole mastitis, C. diff, antibiotic ×2 situation, I've been adding in a lot of probiotics wherever I can get them. And I know that the Good Culture cottage cheese has a lot of good probiotics in it. And I've also been having kombuchas. I've also been taking a really good probiotic, Saccharomyces boulardii. Apparently this is one of the best probiotics and actually has a good return rate of replenishing your gut after you take antibiotics. So I've been taking one of these a day on top of eating things like yogurt and sauerkraut. All right, going to eat this lunch and then I'll hop back on because I've got something that I want to talk about. It's been on my mind. I've been ruminating on it and I will come back and share. Okay, quickly turning my camera on as I eat lunch. Not that I want to make you watch me eat. I have been doing something recently that I know is really healthy and really good to do, so I'm going to share it with the hopes that some of you try it. And that is chewing my food a lot more than I think I need to chew it before I swallow. And apparently there's been a lot of studies about how doing this can really help improve digestion because you're basically masticating the food much more than you normally would, and the saliva in your mouth and your teeth grinding it helps break it down so that by the time it gets to your gut doesn't have to do quite as much work to break it down. And I suppose now I'm just making stuff up, but I suppose it helps it move through the digestive tract better. Here's about to be TMI, but YouTube, we've said this before, I tell you everything. You know when you go to the bathroom, number 2, and like there's whole pieces of certain foods? I'm just gonna say it, like sometimes you go to the bathroom and you see rice or corn or quinoa or I don't know, something in its whole form. I'm often shocked when I see that because I was under the impression that I chewed and that I broke down the food, but some stuff doesn't break down well in your gut and just goes right through you, and I don't know if it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but I do know it's good to chew. So I just wanted to turn my camera on while I'm eating to inspire you to, the next time you eat, just give yourself, I don't know, 20 seconds per each bite of food. You know, load up your fork. I'm gonna eat this cauliflower in this bite. I'm gonna put some corn on it. I have some rice in there, but I'm just gonna put it in and chew for 20 seconds and really try to will myself not to swallow until it's fully chewed up. I swallowed a little prematurely. Okay, my tongue naturally moves the food back really quickly, and my gut, no pun intended, my gut reaction is to swallow pretty quickly. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'll turn the camera off so that, you know, this is not a mukbang. Next time you eat, just think about this and try it. And if you try it, leave a comment and let me know if it influences your digestion in a positive way or if it just helped you be a bit more mindful with each bite. I will return soon to tell you the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. Lunch is over. Let me set you up here. Let me take my headphones out. I was listening to a podcast. I haven't fully gathered my thoughts regarding what I'm about to say, so this might sound like a bit of a ramble. But it's something I've been thinking about, and I want to impart it to YouTube. I feel as if almost everyone goes through their day and their lives. Hold on. there's a bird staring at me. The only way I can think to describe this is that we spend our whole lives in our own heads, and because of that, ooh, that touch sink just, I touched it. We spend our whole lives in our heads. We can only see the world through our own two eyes. And because of that, it's really easy for us to just get caught up with our own thoughts. What's interesting is that when it comes to our own lives, we see every second of every day. We know all the high points, all the low points, all the in-between points, all the boring points, all the exciting points. We see everything. Our life feels as far from a movie as possible. And when I say a movie, I mean, if you think about a movie and you watch someone else's life unfold in a movie, all you're seeing are kind of like the notable points, you know? Like when you watch a movie, you see the highs. You do see lows, but they often end in highs. And especially if you think about social media, all we're seeing are the notable points in people's day when people choose to be capturing what they're doing. We don't see all the low points, all the in-between points. Even when they tell us about the low points, we still didn't see it firsthand. We're just hearing their account of it after the fact, after they've processed it. Hopefully. So when we judge our lives against the lives of those around us in the world, we are just so much harsher on ourselves because we know everything. We have all the information about ourselves. And with other people, there's a bit of mystery there. You know, we don't know everything. We don't see everything. And it's really easy to view other people's lives as if you're watching a movie or media, to see it as like, they're really having a lot of high moments and I don't see any low moments. To that point, I think a lot of us also walk around feeling like other people are better than us in some way. Either they're dressing better, or they're just prettier, or maybe they're smarter than we are. But what I've learned is that pretty much every single person thinks that about everyone else, and judging themselves so much more harshly than they're judging other people, and kind of seeing themselves as being like not as good as everyone else. Whoa! Oh my gosh, good catch. See, like no one else's camera falls when they're filming. So now here's my takeaway here. Here's my aha moment. I think that the people in life that make it and that become something and that inspire other people are people who recognize that they could choose right now to either go down the path of living in their own head and feeling worse than, or they can choose to see themselves the way everyone else is probably seeing them and just say, you know what? I am good enough. I do know enough. I am pretty enough. I am smart enough. And just make that declaration to themselves. Everyone in society already thinks that about you. They're questioning themselves. So if we just agree with everyone in society and say, you know what, you're right, I am insert adjective here, we would all be a lot more confident and just happier in our own skin. Did that make sense? I almost lost my camera in this journey. And I feel like I talked in circles, but I do feel like I kind of got my point across. And I hope you agree. I'm a little out of breath. Hi. Look at Mama. Hi. Ooh, tickle time. Ready? I just want to show you guys something. I taught Milo how to do an elephant sound. I taught him to go like this. And to do the trunk. Right? And he's pretty good at it.